Hi guys, it's Zoe here from Sugar Street Studios. I am so excited to share my latest tutorial with you. This guy, the king of the jungle. Not only is he special because he's such a cool dude, but also because this is my first tutorial using our brand new Sculpting chocolate candy clay. So you can get to see this paste in action, you can get to see how I use it, how it blends, and why it's such a great paste for sculpted and novelty cakes. So let's get going and let's see how this guy was made. So one of the main uses of candy clay is to use it as a covering and then as a sculpting medium. So what I'm working on here is going to be a lion's face. And rather than using regular sugar paste, I'm finding the candy clay a lot easier to work with because it's just so forgiving, it's very blendable, it's very soft, and I can work on it for over a couple of days if I need to without the paste cracking on me. This is actually a Rice Krispie model, which I have covered in ganache, but obviously you could easily do this with a cake. But you can see, hopefully, that we can just blend that in without the need for anything really, other than our hand. It's just so smooth, just so smooth, and so forgiving, and so easy. And what I like about it is the ability to work in patchwork, in a patchwork style, which for sculpted cakes is so key because you don't have just a simple round or a square to cover. You've got all sorts of awkward shapes. Now, if you don't want to use your hands, candy clay is great for using with various tools as well. So I actually use clay tools, and these are just great for spreading and smoothing. So I'm just going to go and cover this back bit with a little bit of cling film, and then we're going to get actually started on the fun bit, which is the sculpting. So all I'm doing at this stage is just trying to block out the muzzle of the lion, roughly working out where my eyes are going to go, and then just trying to, a lot of a lion is mane, so the middle bit of his face, I'm just trying to work out where that is, and a lot of the scale of the lion actually comes from his, you know, majestic mane, and his face actually isn't all that big and is quite slim at the front. You can see I can just add bits. I can just add bits of the clay and then just using my fingers sculpt and blend that in. And what I love about this is it's such an organic way of working. And for somebody like me who does tend to feel her way quite often, you know, every project is something new. And so even for a beginner, this is so versatile because of the flexibility it's giving you. To gloves because as I'm working on it, it's getting warmer now. And what I'm going to do is I've got my approximate shape. He's not perfect by any means, and there's a lot of smoothing still to be done. But what I want to do is I want to get his eyes in, so then I can then start really getting into the sculpting. What I've got here are some eyeballs made from gum paste, and I'm just going to insert those into the cavities that I made, so that I can then start building up the eyelids and things around it. It's just easier to do it that way. I'm going to start by just rolling a little ball into a teardrop. I'm just going to start filling in these eyes. I'm going to do that right across this lion's face, and I'm going to build up, he's got muscles here, I'm going to build up the muscles in his forehead. Use my fingers to work on those cheekbones. They have good cheekbones, lions. And you can just see how simply I'm doing it. I'm literally rolling logs and sausages, and then either using my fingers or my tool to roll and blend. And also, the other thing that I like about this is it actually is really quite a tasty covering for a cake. It's got that lovely sort of creamy vanilla flavour. You could also knead in some flavour oils if you wanted to enhance it, but it's quite a nice neutral flavour as it is, and not overly sweet. Just do this very, very roughly. Just going to turn this towards me so I can see. And they have rounded ears, lions. It's probably going to be somewhere like that. But it's just stuck on now. It's looking very, very separate. And again, what you use is up to you. I tend to use a mixture of my fingers and the tool to start blending that ear in. You see where we had that line before, it's now disappeared. The same on the back. And once they're on and attached, I can then go in and just work on the curve and the shape of them. And you can see I'm using my fingers to pinch the clay. I can thin that quite a lot. Because of the cocoa butter in this clay, it will hold up in a way that sugar paste won't. If you try to do this with sugar paste, it will flop on you. So you can see how we can layer and sculpt and layer over time with candy clay. So we've achieved the lion's face. We've also added in some texture, which is very easily done with tools. Now I just want to show you that candy clay is blendable. You can mix it with sugar paste to create another type of covering paste that will allow your candy clay to go further. So here I have the sugar paste, which is regular sugar paste for covering tiered cakes. This is quite an elastic one anyway, so it's absolutely ideal for blending with candy clay, but obviously use what you have. Play with the ratios. For the lion's mane, I'm going to go 50-50, so probably 500 grams of the sugar paste, 500 grams of the candy clay, which I'm going to mix together. The reason that I am combining them is because I still want that flexibility, I still want that blendability. I don't need to use pure candy clay for that. I want to make my candy clay go further. Combining the two gives me the flexibility I need, but also is just more sensible from a cost point of view. I'm not going to do anything more fancy than roll elongated teardrops, which I'm just going to slowly build up and add around my lion's face. And you can see that it joins into the 100% candy clay really nicely. Now, because I'm working in white and I'm going to be colouring this afterwards, any slight colour differentiation just won't be seen by the time we've coloured this lion up. If I'm working on a bust cake, quite often I will do most of the cake either in sugar paste or a blend of sugar paste and candy clay, but the face, the tricky bit, I will do in pure candy clay, because I know that if I need to go back and sort it out and add bits, I can. finished lion. And actually, just as a really last minute thought, I just thought it'd be quite fun for a little bit of whimsy to give him a crown. Let's put that on him, shall we? Bring that towards me so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to pop that on his head. King of the jungle. Thanks for watching. If you like what I do, please go ahead and subscribe. I love seeing new people join the group. If you have any questions about the tutorial, about the candy clay, about sculpting lions, you know, you can find me at Sugar Street Studios. You can either message me below this YouTube video or find me on Facebook, Instagram, on my website, all the above, good old-fashioned email. It's been really, really nice to see you all. See you soon.